So let's bring it back to what's going to happen to Twitter. Where was Twitter? What can become of Twitter? Why Elon is being vilified. Under, let's say, your definition of free speech, is there anything that should not be allowed to be said in society?
I think the laws. We already have legislation that taps into that. It's like I said, you can't call for action. I can say, "Hey, everybody, let's go and beat Louise to death."
But that's
I can't.
very direct,
Yeah,
and language is
that's
very complex. You
calling for.
can't transfer the same idea without saying call to action.
Yeah, but you can't really predict how people are going to interpret the things that you're saying. That's the thing. Like, it's a game of sending and receiving, and taking it in and
Processing.
processing and coming up with your own interpretation of the idea of or words. It's very complex. So if you start legislating language, if you start legislating speech, it becomes this thing where it's like people are not going to be able to communicate freely, and people are not going to be able to make mistakes anymore. Sometimes you're going to make a mistake in your speech, and people are going to take the wrong way, and you're going to hurt people's feelings, and it's going to somehow um um it's going to somehow be within that spectrum that will allow someone to sue you because of something you said, or because of the way it was interpreted. Like, I think it's dangerous.
Right.
I don't know if I explain myself clearly, but I think people should be allowed to make mistakes, and people should be allowed to be stupid.
Right.
Like, you.
But I don't think that these laws and these situations arise from the people are doing too many mistakes and they should be punished for them. I feel like they're being imposed or trying to fix other problems such as
Disinformation,
disinformation. That's a big one.
misinformation.
There's demagoguery, for example, like problems with speech. If I can say anything, I can lie myself into any situation. I can lie myself into power. There's no accountability on. I can like fool people and prey on their ignorance.
Hmm.
Of course, whose fault is
Like
that?
populism.
Populism is a big thing, and I guess that happens in every country. Like most elections
Yeah.
are just like a popularity contest where you kind of just try to
It
convince
is.
the other part like you're the best choice because of this, that,
That's
and
why
the other
celebrities become politicians or become presidents.
of the Ukraines and or governors of California.
Well, Trump was a celebrity,
Yeah,
but
and
before he became a
Ronald
celebrity,
Reagan was an actor as
was
well.
an actor, yeah, and he was a very good president.
Depends on depends on who you ask.
Oh yeah, I
Like
guess yes.
depends. Like there's a lot.
If you
Like
ask people from the
Reaganism
left,
is like
yeah,
in
they're
the,
gonna.
and I'm not even very studied on the matter, but I've heard like terrible things that came out of his presidency, especially social things.
Because he was more on the he was a Republican, right?
Sure, but that what does that
Yeah,
like back in the day? Conservatism and has nothing to do with what it was today,
yeah.
what it is today. So and neither is. I think it's almost like they flipped.
Conservatism today is what?
It is
Common
pro
sense.
government.
Pro
Pro government.
government.
Sorry. Pro capitalism. Pro enterprise. Pro this. Pro that. And a lot of legislation on abortion.
Well,
um,
that's another controversial subject.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for watching until the end. This has been Woke Wars, and I hope you liked our conversation. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Tell us what you'd like to hear us talk about next. Also, check out some of our other episodes. We post every Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We will see you on the next one.